Hey everyone, and welcome back to Gaming with Priesty. Newcastle Jets in the EFL. We see the Super Swede Henrik Olsen himself, the leading goal scorer in League 1 at the present time. We open up today's episode with an away game against Crew Alexandria, and we see Carlos Castro, CC and Dry skip past the defender and open our account after 12 minutes. I tell you what, this guy's going to be some kind of player, I reckon. We picked him up off the free agents list, and he's starting to really evolve into a good player. As we see, he plays the Super Swede in behind there, but Olsen misses. But Jerome, formerly known as Jordan, scores from the following corner, I believe. And we go 2-0 up inside the first half. We see here right before half time, they create half a chance, but Duncan quickly off his line to shut that down. The score would remain 2-0 at half time. We moved into the second half here. And Richardson, who's really been starting to get himself into the games of late, goes on a long run before Yaska line and thwarts us there right on the line. And Jerome, what a volley that is. Nothing Yaska line could do about that in goals as he gets a brace. The big centre-back who we brought in at the start of the season is becoming a bit of a goal-scoring threat himself from the corners. Normally we see McGowan get in there, as we see Jacko come up with another massive save there. Carlos Castro here towards the end of the game though gets into the box and smashes it in the crossbar before Boomel. Everyone's forgotten about the King of Cameroon this season. He comes off for the bench irregularly for us. This will be his last season. I think he's retiring at the end of the year. We have a bit of a chat here about Big Jerome and how well he's doing for us. But Boomel comes off the bench from time to time, and it's nice to see him score a goal there. So we're going through here now. I don't think I was going to hand out any contracts at the start of the season, but since we're going so well, I've decided to have a rethink about that, and so we're going through now. Obviously, we want to keep Hoffy at the club until his end of days, but Noah, James is one there. We renew his contract. Lucas, he's our third string right wing back / left wing back. We keep him in the squad. Ryan McGowan, I don't want to keep him at the club until he retires now. He's been so good for us over these last two seasons. And young Riley Warland, I think we'll give him another contract. He's a third string centre back. Why not just renew his contract, and we'll keep him on for dirt cheap money and see how he goes. We move into our next game of the episode, the Carabao Cup quarterfinals, and we turned it on against Manchester United last time. Here today we're at Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. Once again, we pick a second 11. Like I've said before, these games against the better opposition quite often are quite easier because you don't have, like you see sometimes in League 1, they park the bus, 11 players behind the ball. As you see, young Ed Gibbons there, the man with no number, force a great save from Mendy. You don't have 11 players behind the ball in these games as Noah James gets off his line quite smartly there to smother the ball there. So it's easier to attack. And you see Noah, he smothered the ball. And just like that, we're on the break. 4-on-4 here. We thread the through ball to Lawrence. And what a finish that was. And we see the away fans there on the left-hand side of the screen. They all stream down towards the fence. And you got to love it. He kicks the corner flag. And the score would be 1-0 at half-time. We move into the second half. Knocking the ball around the box there. Fancy feet from Lawrence. You don't often see me pull after skill moves, so I must have been feeling confident. Hoffman crosses it, and O'Doherty, similar to the chance he had against Manchester United on the head, but he puts that aside. Here we go. Like you can see there, Chelsea, they have no defenders. It's basically man on man. It just makes it easier. Young Ed Gibbons had a great chance to make the score 2-1. 10 minutes remaining, we'd push the ball forward, trying to get the sealer, and Ed Gibbons, what a finish! 2-0 against the Blues at Stamford Bridge. I tell you what, and we are dancing our way into the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup. Things you love to see. And despite giving a goal away, oh, that's right, Ziyech gets pulled up for offside, and you can see it quite clearly here on the replay. He's well offside, and yeah, despite almost giving a goal away late in the game, we would win 2-0, and the Newcastle Jets have moved into the semi-finals of the Carabao Cup. And I got to tell you what, I'm so absolutely chuffed about that. I don't think Chelsea really offered that much, to be honest, in that game. Maybe they just come out and thought they were gonna smash the Jets or whatever. You see, we're top of the league as well. Honestly, we started off the season so slowly, but you can see we're just absolutely on fire at the moment. Undefeated in I don't know how many games. I think the last game we lost was against Plymouth Argyle. You know, that would have easily been 10, 12 games ago. And we're back to the start of the season. We opened up our season against Wigan Athletic, and here we are, chance for redemption against them today, as once again we see Henrik Olsen, the super Swede, the man to watch. And we're at home against Wigan here, and we're looking to gain some revenge here, and we get a set piece early in the game. McGowan, he's gone a bit quiet off those set pieces this season, but he forced a good save there, and from bit later on would win a free kick just outside the box. We see the super Swede. He hits it. Green lights it off the crossbar. Oh my God. That was painful to watch. And we see here just before half time, Wigan Athletic would get a good chance, and they had a really good run here just before half time. McGowan had to come up with a big stop in our box there to win the ball back, and the score would remain 0 at half time. We move into the second half. We try and play the ball over the top for Becker, who gets in behind the big Georgian. Oh, he's really got to be doing that better there. You can see how frustrated I am on the sideline. And would that come back to haunt us? See here, late in the game, Wigan, they have a nice chance to get in front, but they'd scuff the chance themselves. 4 minutes remaining here. You can see Jerome wins the ball in our area. We move the ball forward quickly, put it through to the super Swede, gets in behind, and the guy would come up with a beautiful save. But who's that coming in from behind? The King of Cameroon himself in the 89th minute. Oh, happy days. He does it again. It could be the winner. Can we hold him out right here at the end? They would force a corner, but Jackie boy, he would get up, claim the corner, and that would be it. 1-0 win to the Jets at home against one of our promotion rivals after that big Carabao Cup win against Chelsea. Honestly, the smile on my face, guys. You'd have to see it to believe it. Absolutely loving this save at the moment. And here you see we come against Ipswich Town, the Tractor Boys, away from home. And I've got to tell you what, I was right and say hi. The comments, you see Lawrence getting behind there, forcing a good save from the keeper. And I'm absolutely frustrated. You know, I really want to keep this winning run going. Lawrence once again gets him behind. Good strength. The defender does really well there. Nice skill move to keep the ball in play. Another shot, another big save from the keeper. We play it across. The gate has a crack. 3 big chances in succession. And following from that corner would win it again. Big Douglas Duff. It hit it against the crossbar. 4 really good chances to get in front. And as you know, if you don't take those chances in football, you're going to get punished right before halftime. You can see Ipswich moving the ball around well, and we would win it there. But spoilers, with 15 minutes to go, the wheels would fall off for the Jets. From the first time in a long time, you can see the Tractor Boys moving the ball around well there. I think I rushed in to win the ball. They skipped around. Nice finish. With just under 15 minutes to go, you see us go behind there. I would try and press on, put the boys under constant pressure, but constant pressure, you either get yourself back in the game, or they just pile on the goals. And in this scenario, unfortunately for the Jets, the Tractor Boys would just pile on the pressure and pile on the goals. See Harper get a brace for the game. 3-0. We would go on to lose to the Tractor Boys. Our first loss in I don't know how many games in the league. So disappointing. But at the end of the day, I guess you can't win every game. I still think that would leave us in a really good position. As you see us here, we're going through the stats so far for all the season, for the most games, who's contributed goals. You can slow that down and check that out if you like, guys. See who's been most important for us. Most of the defenders you will see have played the majority of games. Starting back five is really strong. You notice me here, I'll put Pena onto the transfer list. Really unlucky just for him. We've just had some really good players come in through the youth academy this season, and unlucky for him, he's just gotten squeezed out. There's 3 or 4 players in front of him now, and he's not going to get the game time, so we're going to put Pena onto the transfer list. See here, some of our players have grown quite nicely. German, unfortunately, he's going down. Hoffman, he's going down. Despite that, we want to keep him at the club. He's absolute stalwart. Elsie, he's free to probably go and have a look for a contract if he wants. He's not getting as much game time as he was, even though he was so important for us last year. Grozos, I'm happy to keep him as a rotation player. We very rarely play him, same as Warland, but I'm happy to hold on to these guys. We may get rid of them in the near future, depending on how the squad's starting to look towards next season. Hopefully in the championship. Really looking forward to that. Hope you guys enjoyed today's episode, and I'll see you guys next